This is coming down the hall towards my classroom. As you can see, summer. We're doing a lot of moving and a lot of cleaning. It doesn't look like cleaning, but it is. These are our greeting and goodbye aprons. The kids put those on, and then other children choose if they want a hug or a high five or a bye-bye butterfly when they go home and when they arrive. I put our safety signs in some dollar store frames because I just think it looks a little bit nicer. That bell is our cleanup bell when I ring it 3 times. Here's a little sign just to remind all the adults to breathe. This basket has little stars and necklaces and things like that in it. We have a job where someone decides which kind of breathing we do, and that's the star breather job. There's also some heart sunglasses in there because we have a wish you well person who talks about who's not here, and we sing a song about wishing them well. And then we greet them when they come back with a butterfly kiss. This is where I hang lessons, schedules, information, and menu. This is, under here is just where I keep some things, some storage, paint, paper, other things. This is our smart board. We use this a lot. We can do activities and lessons on it. We also play music on it. There's interactive games, and our smart board has a special thing on here where we can push this little button and it can go up or down depending on the height of the child. We love that. My teacher chair that I sit in. This is a pretty new carpet that I got. I like the way it has a very natural look. There's a lot of pictures in the classroom because obviously preschoolers don't do a lot of abstract thinking, and they're very concrete, and we do things like this shows how we sit on the carpet, how we dance on the carpet, and there's smiley faces or sad faces to show if this is the way we're supposed to be doing it. We always give them 2 positives and a negative as far as showing them. This is our celebration board. It'll have everybody's birthdays on it, but it also has things like school family meeting and any other event that's coming up. We also use this comes off, and we use it for birthdays. Our birthday celebration is the sun with the seasons and the months around it, and the kids hold this globe and they walk around the sun, and we talk about something in their life from each year. Most of them are turning 4 or 5. This is a lantern. We do an activity called sharing the light, where they carry it around and are very careful and quiet and share it with each other, and they absolutely love it because it's real glass and it's heavy. More visuals. This is going to be my job board. It's not done, obviously. I'm still kind of feeling it out, and so I put some things up there to think about how I wanted them to be. Jobs are super important because it makes them feel a part of the family, a part of the community, and they understand that they're responsible to participate and help with our classroom. Each area has a little sign that talks about, that basically is quotes from people about what those areas activities do to help with learning and growth. This is our block area. These are some local Indianapolis buildings that the kids recognize. Sometimes they'll tell me, my grandma works right there. But these are just some ideas to help them do some building. And we do a unit on Asia. We have a large population of Burmese refugees. Some vocabulary that we put up. We have ramps and balls. Those are a lot of fun, a lot of problem solving. In every area, you'll see these cards, these pictures, and what they are is ideas of what to do in that center. So if you get to block center and you're new and you don't really know what to do, there's pictures that can show you some ideas. These are our unit blocks and other manipulatives. Down here are some different shapes and just some different kind of blocks to kind of add interest. These are our block people, and therefore using with the blocks. We also have a dollhouse and people and furniture for that. In every area there's a journal. Around the room we have some anecdotal observation books just so we have something available if we need to write something down. These are work rugs. Each child takes a rug and they put it out so they can do work on it. And then everyone knows that that's their work. It's their personal space, and you can only join them if you're invited or if you ask. These are our cots and have a little cover on them to make them look a little less unattractive. Some metal stencils with different color pencils. That is our listening center. Underneath we have different books that I put here specifically because they're really good for talking about feelings. And this area over here is our safe place that we go to when feelings get too overwhelming. There's a journal for drawing pictures in if you'd like. There's a Tibetan singing bowl, some ideas of what you can do. These creams are Common Cream, Boo Boo Cream, and Cranky Cream. And the idea is that if you have a boo-boo or you're feeling cranky, you put a little bit of that lotion on your hands and it can help. This is a way to help teach breathing. We teach the kids to smell the flowers and then blow the pinwheel. And once they're doing that, they're automatically breathing. We have a little mirror for them to look at their faces and compare them to these little emotion cards. We have a set of lots of different emotions to talk about. This is just a place they can go when they need help understanding and working through those emotions. These are different dolls that are different emotion dolls. This bulletin board is for their own process art, so it's empty for now because no one's here. These are our birthday numbers. We put pictures of each of the kids on the number of their age and then move them when it's their birthday. These are some visuals for helping them calm down. This is our book nook, and this is one of the writing centers. It's not up to par at this point. It's got a lot of fine motor things like puzzles and lacing cards and games, and different utensils for writing and letter tiles for making letters and stencils and that sort of thing. Those magnet letters are for this board right here, which is not put up yet. I just got it. So we're going to have that this year, and that's something new. More visuals. We have a light table, and we're going to start the year with these colored blocks on our light table. And this is another writing center, but this is more about making books and making things. There's different kinds of paper and different kinds of pre-made books to write in, and crayons. And up here we have hole punchers and scissors and pencils and clipboards and just lots of things that they can use to make books and other things. I made this tree, and these thumbprints are all of my kids I've had for the last 3 years. I always have them put a little thumbprint on there. Hopefully one day it'll look like a tree covered with really pretty flowers. Again, I said we had a large Burmese population, and so we put some of the words in their language on the wall to help us talk to them and to help them feel more comfortable and to give that cultural awareness and to let them feel a part of this school that is theirs as well. And this is dramatic play. Here's a puppet center with puppets. This still needs some work. We got the baby bed. There's clothes and hats and a basket of books. Over here we have pictures of community helpers, pictures of families. There's food and a cash register, and these are little play laptops that they're just blank and they love to play with them. There's dramatic play journal and our stove. And this is the music center. We have a little guitar. The strings are gone at this point, but they love to play it and pretend. We have different instruments from different cultures around the world, and we also have some plastic instruments, books for them to read, rain stick, this big frog. Oh, I don't know where his little thing is, but he's like these little frogs, and you play him. And I can't with one hand, but those are really cute. This is our family tree. We put pictures of the families on here for the kids so that if they feel sad or lonely, they can come on over here and see their family, and it helps a little bit. We also put the other adults in the building, not just our classroom. That is Izzy, our school dog, and our principal. Miss Ritchie and Miss Leach are two assistants. One is from the room next door and one is downstairs. This is Miss Nye. She's one of our assistants who's also a translator for us for the Burmese kids. This is Thacker. She's my assistant, and that's her children. These are my children. And here's a picture of me and Miss Green. And then as the children come in and their families send us pictures, we print them out and we'll put them up there. This is where I hang art that they do. This is something new that I've done this year, and it's a makerspace shelf. So we did a little bit of this last year where I put some things out and they went wild. So I thought, you know what, we need a whole shelf for this. It's part of the art center where we have paper and stamps and stamp pads, some books about art, Play-Doh tools, watercolor paint, paint palettes, markers, rubbing cards. Those are tempera sticks. They're kind of like a glue stick, but they're tempera paint, which is really cool. Some glue, scissors. We have self-serve snack and self-serve lunch, and this is the thing. These are the things that the kids get, and they put everything out, and it's their job. We'll do a video on that later. Our easel, our art table, drying rack. There's some vocabulary around and some different art that's up. This is a clothesline to hang our art that's drying when our drying rack gets full, which it does pretty quickly. This is another cabinet. There's our cleaning schedule. And inside is our art supplies. These are different paints and brushes, and all of these little containers have a different kind of consumable in them, mostly consumables, and they're labeled. Up top are mostly teacher needs and cleaning, things like that. Okay, this is an extra bathroom that we have in our classroom. I just put up these unbreakable mirrors that I found somewhere and just put some Velcro and put them up there so the kids had mirrors to look in. These are visuals for all the steps to hand washing to help them with that. Obviously, we also use this for cleaning up some of our art supplies over the summer, and that's what's going on there. And we have a drying rack and another place to store trays and containers and anything we might need for art. And this is just a big view of the classroom. Again, it's summer, the chairs are still up, we're not quite ready. I do not have the fluorescent lights on during the school year. I just used the lamps, but for the video I needed just a little bit more lighting. But I don't like the fluorescent lights. I find to be kind of overstimulating. They flash and it's imperceptible to us, but it can be very agitating to some children. And so I like the more natural light of the lamps that just seems to be a little bit more relaxing. We also have some stuff on the ceiling, butterflies and different things hanging up, and I put crystals up. I just don't have those up right now. And that is my classroom. So if you have any questions, please put them in the comments. And we're going to upload more things every week as the year goes on. So if you're interested in following us, please hit subscribe and touch the little bell so you get notifications. Thanks.